I am very curious about the non-verbal communication of the master. Jana, that is what is Upanishad, just sitting. Please talk comparatively on Vidarka and Upanishad. Vidarka leads to Upanishad. Upanishad cannot happen without Vidarka. That's why first Vidarka, then Upanishad. How can someone sit with the master without a connection? That's what I am saying. Vidarka only. Does Vidarka deepen Upanishad? Only through Vidarka Upanishad happens. Otherwise no Upanishad. What is the purpose for having a spiritual name? To create a new being. With your old name, your old personality, identity will be associated. When you discard that and constantly remember a spiritual, you say all the spiritual name I give is a spiritual idea, a theme. It's like a click. It will happen, work like a click on you. The moment you remember that concept, for example, ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. So whenever you remember that, be non-violent to everything around you. Even while you sit, be non-violent to the seat. You will feel so happy. The seat will feel happy. So when you walk, be non-violent to the planet Earth. So everything radiate the non-violence. It's like each name I give is one click to live. When you experience the state of no I, you will not exclude body. You will include the body with the cosmos. See, I am not the body is not truth. I am body also is the truth. There is a big difference between these two. I am not the body means you just want to jump out of the body, disrespect body, abuse body, feeling body as a cage. No. I am body also means I am body, this is everything. Inclusive. So when you feel no I state, you will be inclusive, not excluding. Excluding will never lead you to ultimate. Including only will lead. From the video Collective Consciousness, is Satori a physical experience or it is just an understanding or click? Satori is a psychological experience. When that settles down in your body, it is called Samadhi. Satori can come and go. Please understand. Satori can come and go. It can completely disappear. You may even forget. But if you add even one Satori, during death it will come up automatically. It will open up. You will not have suffering in the death. You will be given a choice to have one more birth or complete enlightenment, not to have birth. But the Satori, possibility to miss is there. If that settles in your body, usually the vegetarian body, no alcohol and all will be very helpful for the Satori to settle down in the body. The nervous system will be ready to settle down. That is why I insist on a vegetarian food. Can master give Satori experience? Yes. A master can give Satori experience. But Samadhi, you have to cooperate. Just to put you in Satori, you don't need to even cooperate. I can do it just by my will. To be in Satori means a psychological experience of Samadhi. See, the Samadhi has two components. The psychological experience, physiological mutation. The body holding it permanently. So that psychological thing, I don't need your cooperation. I can do it just by my will. But settling down in your system, you need to prepare and cooperate with your body. Where you are needed. Intelligent and humans can choose to be fools. Understand? Humans can choose to be super intelligent also and lower than animals also. Animals cannot choose more than that. Animals have, I can say 100%. Humans can choose to be below 100 or above 100. We chose to be below 100. That's why I say animals are intelligent. They are intelligent because of our choice to be not to be intelligent. Your statement is right. Animals are intelligent with nature but cannot attain enlightenment. Humans are fools with nature, but with the foolishness of the nature they can't attain enlightenment. They have to raise themselves to be intelligent with the nature, only then they can attain enlightenment. The humans have to come to the animal level, then only can go to the God level. %90 of illnesses and diseases and ailments that we suffer from in our present lives have past life connections. Most problems are due to engrams and blocks created by the threat in early childhood, prenatal stage or past lives. That past life therapy can be a cure for psychological ailments like phobias, mental blocks, unexplained fears, depression, addiction, obesity and insomnia. Coming to terms with the past will awaken the intuition in you to come to terms with the future. I tell you, actually if you look into the future, you will come to terms with it. The problem is you don't trust you have intelligence to come to terms with the future, because you never came to terms with the past. Come to terms with the past. You will have the courage and guts. You can come to terms with the future. Coming to terms with the past is almost healing all the blockages. And that will naturally, automatically lead and awaken the intelligence of coming to terms with the future. Come to terms with the past by constantly doing the past life regression. Of course, this word is used in a meaning like a lives you had before you took this body. But now I am working on the line of life and past you had after you took this body. First I will work on this, then we will go to the second level and third level. The past life regression need to be understood very strongly. In NSP I work only on the first level. This is the level I work on NSP. In inner awakening, I work on 2 levels, especially this inner awakening. I am going to be the important 2 component I am adding to this inner awakening as a unique thing is the science of balancing 5 pranas, 5 energies, means the science of levitation. Levitation may happen in you when you balance these 5 air energies. This is one thing. Second thing, the science of past life regression. This 2-layer past life we will work on, we will release. One, the past after you took this birth, this body. Second, the past before you took this body. After you took the identity which you are carrying.